What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I know we're in the doldrums of August, but I'm digging deep, way down into the news to try and find interesting things for you, and I hope that you appreciate the effort. If you do, just remember to smash that like button. By the way, I've started streaming more on Twitch, DLive, and Trovo. If you can give me a follow on whichever your platform you prefer, it's twitch.tv/thequartering or dlive.tv/thequartering or Trovo, live.trovo/thequartering, whatever it is. I'm going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima actually later today, probably, and more. Now, Trader Joe's is a restaurant or a store where upper middle class people go to pay too much money for fake imported goods. It's kind of like, how do you call it? World Market. I suppose it's a little bit better, but it, ultimately it's basically a grocery store chain. They came under some serious criticism over some labels for items in their store. And considering who Trader Joe's caters to, literally Karens, I am shocked and appalled to see them rebuke the woke mob. Now, I don't know what on earth Trader Joe's would have for a guy like me. I remember they used to have cheap wine back in the day, but I'm keeping them on my list of safe to purchase from. Smash like for Trader Joe's. They surprised me. Last week we had Red Bull. This week Trader Joe's. The company had previously said the names of international themed products that were intended to promote inclusiveness, such as Trader Jose and Trader Ming's, may now have the opposite effect. Weeks after admitting that some of the international themed products might have fallen short at an attempt at inclusiveness, the grocery store chain Trader Joe's is now rejecting criticisms of the labels, with the names like Trader Jose and Trader Ming's as racist. After an online petition denounced the company's use of the labels such as Arabian Joe's, Trader Giotto's, Trader Joe-san as racist because it extrasizes other cultures, Trader Joe announced that it would keep the names that it felt still resonated with customers. You love to see it. You love to see it because, modern day companies, they are completely at the beck and call of angry woke mobs on Twitter. You had an online petition for Trader Joe's to remove racist packaging from your products. It had a whopping 2,900 signatures. 2,900 people that probably never shopped there. And just read how this is written. We demand that Trader Joe's remove racist branding and packaging from its stores. The grocery chain labels some of its ethnic foods with modification of Joe that bellies a narrative of exoticism that perpetuates harmful stereotypes. For example, Trader Ming's is used to brand the chain's Chinese food, Arabian Joe for Middle Eastern food, and Trader Jose for Mexican. Oh no! Joe Colombe took inspiration from building the Trader Joe's brand from a racist book and controversial theme park attraction, both of which have received criticism for romanticizing Western imperialism and fetishizing non-Western peoples. We learned directly from Trader Joe's website. That was the first store. Look at this is how mad these people were. This is insane. The common thread between all these transgressions is that the perpetuation of exoticism, the goal of which is not to appreciate other cultures, but to further and distance them from the perceived normal. The current branding, given this essential context, then becomes even more trivializing and demeaning than before. What at first seems at worst insensitive, further is called into question. That's all I read there. Trader Joe's coming out of left field to stand by their statement, or actually to go back on backing down. This might be the first time, like legitimately, this might be the first time any brand has backed down from backing down. They put out a statement. We disagree that any of these labels are racist. The company said in a statement on July 24th, we do not make decisions based on petitions. Boom! Zoinks. We thought then, and still do, that naming these products could be fun and show appreciation for other cultures, it said. Earlier in July, however, Kenya friend Daniel, the company's national director of PR, said the company was in the process of updating labels to bear only the Trader Joe's name. Quote, "Well, this approach to product naming may have been rooted in a lighthearted attempt at inclusiveness, we recognize that it may now have had the opposite effect. One that is contrary to the welcoming, rewarding customer experience we strive to create every day." Yeah, a lot of people are buying, a lot of Mexican Americans, or Americans of Mexican descent, shall I say, they're not buying their Mexican, their traditional food at Trader Joe's. They're going to, if you ever want a great experience and traditional Mexican food, even if you live in the suburbs, there's usually Mexican grocery stores that have like stuff you would never find in the big box store, and they're almost always locally owned and locally operated. If that's where people who want authentic Mexican food are shopping. With that in mind, we made the decision several years ago to only use Trader Joe's names on our products moving forward. On Saturday, she said that she had been referring to new products that the company introduced after 2017, not the products that existed before. Quote, "We will continue to evaluate our products as we always do, and if certain products or packaging are not resonating well, changes will be made," Miss Friend Daniel said. Asked about the status of other product labels, Ms. Friend Daniel said that for the remaining products, we will change packages or discontinue products that do not resonate with customers. The spokeswoman added that labels such as Arabian Joe's and Armenian Joe's were no longer in use, and the label Trader Joe San is currently only used in about 3 products. Brion's Bedell, who started the online petition that led to the renewed scrutiny of the company's labels on Saturday, said she was honestly surprised by the company's statements. "I see it to be a complete reversal to their previous commitment to removing the labels from the international food." What? Surprised Pikachu face, non-customer doesn't actually have any power over existing customers. Maybe they polled their existing customers, and their existing customers are like, no, there's literally nothing wrong with this label. Everything's totally fine. With her petition, Miss Bedell, 17 years old, said she wanted to raise awareness of stereotypes that are a piece of the larger discussion about race happening across this country. They rely on only characters and the kind of vague ideas and not anything of actual substance or legitimacy. So don't buy it. What's so hard about that? Recently, major food companies have committed to re-examining their use of racist imagery after nationwide protests over blah, blah, blah. We had Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's bending the knee for no reason whatsoever. According to Paul Andrew Galvani, an adjunct professor of marketing at the University of Houston, Trader Joe's most likely issued its recent defenses after consulting with customers who are part of its target market. Shocking! A marketer! You didn't need to be a professor to understand that. Trader Joe's talked to their customers. Their customer says, nah, it's fine. So they're not going to change it. They're going to look at when it starts to impact our bottom line, that's when we have to make a change, Mr. Galvani said. Well, I mean, what's wrong with that? Trader Joe's responding to demands to change its packaging, says the labels aren't. More than 5,000 people. CNN.com is covering a Change.org petition of 5,000 anonymous people on the internet. That's CNN.com for you. I mean, isn't there, more actual news to worry about? There's something going on out there. Look out your windows. You got to be kidding me. Recently, we've heard from many customers reaffirming that these name variations are largely viewed in exactly the way they were intended. Shocking! Customers of Trader Joe's aren't faux outraged Twitter idiots. Good job, Trader Joe's. Way to actually talk to your customers before worrying about some dumb online petition and Twitter witch hunt. Good luck to you not bending the knee in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.